patiently waiting for has finally arrived. You have come to visit me to find out the lore of this land and a taste of its future. Ayokyo has fallen. Rome has fallen. The dragons have devastated all of the major kingdoms, and all that's left are some small city-states and villages left to their own for survival. The plague of COVID has ravished the land, and the surviving few are looking for a new future and bright hope. After traveling a long distance from cities and continents, wide and far, a group of heroes emerge from the dust to find themselves arriving by ship on the shores of a new continent. Welcome to Argonessin, land of legend and myth. The small fishing village of Oct is the starting point for your new adventure. Life starts pretty much as you would expect in a small fishing village, quiet and peaceful. But as the village grows into a larger port town, due to an influx of people seeking refuge, and unrest begins to rise within the populace. There are 3 factions among the people of the now port town. The Kissat, a group of adventurers who focus mainly on mining and the using of resources from the ground to build large structures to fortify in case they are attacked. Their focus is on fighting creatures and claiming the reward for being the mightiest and deadliest fighters. The Razas, a group of adventurers who also feel the need to defend themselves, but pride themselves on intellect and education. So they build structures to house artifacts and large libraries. They hunt for legendary items and try to preserve their society by keeping history at the forefront. And finally, the Magia, whose love of magic and building spires to harness the resources of nature for their experiments and potions. The Magia are also the merchants, and they demand neutrality in the brewing unrest between the Kissat and the Razas. They allow peaceful visits from travelers to their lands, but also travel to the other kingdoms to trade their finds and wares. Eventually, the unrest spills over, and the 2 groups seek their own land to build their own kingdoms, and the ground between them becomes a constant war zone. From time to time, the war wages in the land between these two groups of people, all with the hope that they will one day be victorious. Will you choose to lend your support to fight creatures and defend your allies from your enemies? Or will you seek legends and preserve history alongside your colleagues? Or will you seek neutral ground and profit? Be prepared for a future in Argonesson.
Hey all, Deacon here with a quick rundown on some of the mechanics for upcoming Season 8. So, if you're not interested in the technical details, feel free to stop listening here. First off, this has been a bit of a process for Dragon and I to prepare the season, so thank you for being patient with us through this process. So when the season starts, there will be a 2-week period before the kingdoms are officially set up so that players can scout out the world for choosing a spot to settle in the kingdom of their choosing, and also to give us, the staff, some time to sort out some of the remaining issues that could arise with the server stability. Once the 2 weeks are over, players can choose to join one of the 3 clans. Each clan will have different pros and cons, but we will need to try to ensure that both the Kissat and the Razas kingdoms have players, so we hope you'll consider either of the 2 main factions, or you could choose to become a mysterious trader whose focus is on finding treasures to sell for profits. We are implementing a clan plugin that allows each clan to protect their territory. There will be PvP, and killing your enemies will benefit you personally, and will benefit your clan with a currency that can be used in the merchant territory, what we've typically called the shopping district in previous seasons, to benefit your whole clan. So as a clan, we will expect you to complete a few things like building a castle and a courtyard that will house your clan's banner, which players will design and choose from. Now, the banner is important because it's going to be used for a future Capture the Flag event. Now also, there will be build competitions for buildings like your large secured cathedral-like building, which will be used to protect from PvP, and the all-important castle walls to protect the village inside of them. Kingdom lands are protected, so you can choose to build in those protected lands, or you can choose to build on your own, but beware, the further out you venture, you will find life more difficult. PvP will also be always on, but it comes with a few changes. Being killed in PvP, you will not lose XP or your items. However, dying to an enemy will provide them with profit, so being careful while traveling in the world will be vital. All 3 clans can participate in PvP, but PvP in certain regions, like the market region, inside your cathedrals, and the spawn region, will not be permitted, as they are also protected. Also, we will have events tied to lore and quests that will give good rewards, and merchants who will have some interesting goods to sell. Welcome to Argonesson. Let's raise a toast to Season 8, coming this Saturday, July 2nd.